Brisbane's property market started 2026 with real strength, but the backdrop is getting tougher. Rates have moved higher, consumer confidence has dropped hard, and international unrest is causing cost of living pressures to rise once again. This means buyers are feeling that pressure. Even so, Brisbane is still holding up better than many other capital cities around Australia. In this update, I'll walk you through the latest numbers, what they're showing us on the ground, and what it means for buyers, investors, and anyone watching Brisbane closely right now. Let's start with supply. Total listings in Brisbane are slightly higher this month, but not by much. Stock levels remain very tight by historical standards, and they're still sitting well below where they were a year ago. So even with buyers becoming more cautious, there still isn't enough quality stock coming to the market. There's simply not enough to buy. That lack of supply in terms of listing numbers is a big reason that values are still pushing higher. There are simply more buyers than there are good properties to buy. Sales volumes in Brisbane are down by 3% over the past 12 months. That tells us that turnover has eased slightly, but this is not a market that's falling away. It's a market where buyers have a lot less choice and where price sensitivity is starting to show up as well. We also saw auction conditions soften slightly throughout March. Buyer interest is still there with registered bidders, but the gap between buyers and sellers is starting to show as buyers become more selective and more disciplined on price. Even with that softer turnover, buyer demand is still strong. Brisbane's median days on market is sitting at 21 days, which is still fast, and many properties are still selling after the very first open home. When sellers are realistic on their expectations and when the asset quality is strong and the location, of course, stacks up, properties are being snapped up very fast. So yes, buyers in Brisbane are more cautious, but they are still active and they are still competing for the right property. Now to property values. Brisbane dwelling values rose 1.8% in March. Quarterly growth came in at 5.1%, annual growth lifted to 19%. That puts Brisbane's median dwelling value at just over $1.1 million. So despite a tougher economic setting, Brisbane is still recording very strong price growth. That is a powerful result. And when we check that against PropTrack data, we see the same pattern. PropTrack recorded Brisbane up 0.7% for the month and 17.7% over the year, with a median value of $1,071,000. Different data set, but the same direction. Brisbane is still growing and still outperforming many other major markets around Australia. This next chart is one of the most useful. It shows where price growth is the strongest inside the Brisbane market. And for the 3 months to the end of February, the lower quartile rose 6.4%. The middle 50% rose 5.5%, and the top quartile, they rose 3.4%. So the most affordable end of the market is still doing the heavy lifting. So that tells us affordability is shaping demand. Buyers are stretching where they can, but they are still being pulled towards lower price points. Looking specifically at houses, Brisbane remains very strong. House values rose 1.7% in March. They are up 4.9% over the quarter and 18.5% over the year. The median house value in Greater Brisbane is now $1,207,718. That's a big number, and it shows just how much pressure has built in the detached housing market, especially for well-located family homes and scarce land content. PropTrack confirms that strength in the house values as well. It shows Brisbane houses up 0.6% for the month and 16.2% for the year, with a median value of $1,227,000. So again, a different source, but the same story. House prices in Brisbane are still rising. Now let's look at units. This is where the pace really stands out. Brisbane unit values rose 2% in March. They are up 6.1% over the quarter and 21.5% over the year. The median unit value is now $865,548. So units are outperforming houses on both a quarterly and an annual basis. That reflects affordability pressure, investor demand, and the fact that many buyers have been priced out of the housing market and are therefore shifting into the unit sector instead. PropTrack tells a very similar story for units. Brisbane units were up 0.7% for the month and 22.3% over the year, with a median value of $854,000. So the unit market is still moving fast according to PropTrack. And right now, it remains one of Brisbane's strongest performing segments. This chart puts that shift into context. Across the most recent months, both houses and units are still recording positive growth. But units have had a clear edge. That tells us that the momentum is broad, and yet the unit market is carrying more speed right now. For buyers, that means good unit stock is not sitting around very long at all. And for property investors, it means that the unit market still deserves some close attention. This graph shows the longer-term trend. Since 2020, both houses and units in Brisbane have climbed sharply. House values remain higher, of course, but the unit line has been rising strongly and the gap has actually narrowed. So this is a sign that affordability is reshaping buyer behaviour in Brisbane. People still want access to good Brisbane locations. Many are just choosing a different property type to get there. On a 12-month view, Brisbane remains one of the better performing capital city markets across the whole country. And once again, units are ahead of houses. So this is not just a 1-month story. This has been building for some time, and the data is still supporting that trend. When we shorten the time frame to the past 3 months or the past quarter, the same pattern holds. Brisbane is still showing short-term growth across the quarter, and units are still leading houses in terms of that growth. That tells us momentum has carried into 2026 rather than fading out. Now across to rentals. Vacancy rates in Brisbane remain extremely tight, and they've actually tightened again over the month. We're now sitting at around 0.9% vacancy, according to SQM research. That's a very constrained rental market. So while sales conditions have become a little more measured, the rental side of the market is still under real pressure. Tight vacancy continues to support rental price growth, and it continues to support investor interest as well. And that pressure is flowing through to rental growth. Annual rent growth in Brisbane is now 6.7% for houses and 6.7% for units. So rents are still rising. And at the same time, gross yields have eased a little because capital growth has been so strong. So that means investors are still seeing rental support, but renters are still facing affordability pressure. This remains a very tight market, and there is no sign of rental conditions loosening in any meaningful way just yet. So where does that leave us? Brisbane's market is still tight. Demand still outweighs supply, and that is keeping pressure on prices. But this is also becoming a more selective market. Not every suburb is moving at the same pace. Not every property is worth chasing, and broad headline growth can hide a lot of variation underneath. So for buyers, preparation matters. Clarity matters, and strong research also matters. The people getting the best results in this market are the ones who are decisive, well advised, and focused on quality rather than noise. If you'd like help buying in Brisbane, or you want guidance on where the real opportunities are in this market, connect with the Streamline Property Buyers team. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.